You won't know who wrote any of them, by the way.
About a week ago, James and Locker and Dean submitted their stories. I guess the prerequisite was do like 4 sentences.
Yeah.
They're all about the same length. They're all 4 sentences-ish, a paragraph each. I put one in 2, just so we have the 4 of us represented.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read them in random order, one by one. And I guess people, decide which one's the best. And I guess
I'll see if I can guess.
Who did? Yeah.
Bonzi, you have to guess whose story.
I just blocked my aunt and uncle, who are really religious, from the live stream on Facebook.
Are you fucking insane? Those are the only people that have to see this.
Stop it, please. They don't know. They don't know things about me.
They don't?
No. Jesus Christ. No.
Did you write seriously? Is because I did mine and
Fuck off. I thought everyone was going to write it seriously. That's
I was serious. All right. Yeah.
Mine is an excerpt. Mine's an excerpt right from a story that I wrote for the bedtime stories.
Okay, random stories. You don't know who wrote these. We all wrote erotic stories, including Jeff. Bonzi's going to judge. Start wherever you want.
I don't want to say what mine's about.
Yeah.
Story number 1. Here comes story number 1, randomly. They were playing their favorite bedroom game, the 5-minute dictator, where one is the master of events and the other the obedient, grateful participant. She kneels immediately, but he's already carrying her by her throat towards the back wall, her legs wrapped around his ribs, making it easier for him to carry her. They've been here before. It's the one where he slowly fucks her hungry little mouth while her head is pressed against the wall. She quietly laughs every time she hears that delicious, dirty sound of his head popping from her swollen lips.
That's not mine.
The clock shows the first 5 minutes have almost expired. 5 minutes of his cock disappearing in and out of her mouth, with her pinned helplessly, her tears of lustful joy soaking her face, just like the first dictator had hoped. Time's up. Now it's his turn.
I get it. Dictator.
Wow.
Story number 1.
Wow. Well done, wordsmith. I don't know who that was.
Bonzi, who was that?
No, not till the end.
Not yet. Okay.
Write it down, Bonzi, so you don't forget.
I'm going to write it down.
Locke, you're too drunk to be in charge of the show right now. Okay, just so you know. Let me take care of the details. You can fill in the color. Okay, I'm just
get that.
Yeah. You host the show every day.
Relax, I know. I don't need to. I don't need to. That's not my role here. That's not my role here.
Like a sunset visual while Jeff reads it or something.
Do you guys want me to put on some jazz music?
A rocket ship.
Kind of
we do need a little. We do need a little soft jazz. He listens to jazz all day and smokes weed. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, this is Dean. This is the Dean we know and love.
So Jeff, you're doing your own OnlyFans thing with voice. I'm thinking of I got this whole bust to myself now. I'm thinking of starting an OnlyFans account for the ladies. I got a whole badass bedroom back there, suite, if you will, and I think I can make some pretty good money. It might even hit it off in the gay community. Who knows? Whatever.
You know what?
All right.
Speaking of which, my subscribers are about 50-50 male-female at this point.
Yeah, hey.
That's awesome. How's the tunes? Good? We are?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
It'd be better if there weren't vocals.
Smooth jazz. We just need smooth jazz. What's happened to the smooth? Why have you got Bessie Smith going here?
I don't know. I'll go turn it off.
Yeah.
The vocal, it'll compete with my filthy stories.
You just can't find good leadership these days, you know?
Now we're good. Okay, story number 2, Jeff.
Okay, here we go. Story number 2. He walked into the room, licking the chicken wing sauce off his fingers, with a perplexed look on his face. Babe, he said, I think I need to take a quick shit before we get after it. Is that cool with you? Disgusted, she sat up in her sexy negligee, disturbing the sexy pose she was striking on the futon mattress she calls the couch. Only if you let me go first, babe. Mama has a growler on deck.
Wow.
That could be problematic if you go back door.
I'm done. This is
You can tell that's not mine.
That's not Woods.
Oh shit!
I think we need to hear that again. I loved it so much. Everybody has to laugh quietly. Stay drunk, Locke. Go ahead, Jeff. One more time for effect.
Don't read that one again.
Read it one more time. Story number 2.
It's called Beat Hook.
I'll turn Locke off.
Locke's gonna burst in a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Locker. He walked into the room, licking the chicken wing sauce off his fingers, with a perplexed look on his face. Baby said, I think I need to take a quick shit before we get after it. Is that cool? Disgusted, she sat up in her sexy negligee, disturbing the sexy pose she was striking on the futon mattress she calls the couch. Only if you let me go first, babe. Mama's got a growler on deck that could be problematic if you go back door.
Wow, man. Wow.
Jeff Woods, ladies and gentlemen. All right, story number 3, Jeffy.
Random story number 3.
That hurt.
She'd shower it away and he'd miss it and implore her to come to him next when she'd been running and sweating, unbathed and ripe. The thrill was in the extremes, her riveting green eyes, her luscious lips, her full and protruding ass. The physical extremes that attracted to him in the first place. But nothing more so than the way she smelled when she sweat to the point it dripped from under her arms and filled his head with thoughts that led to acts by bodies soaked and spent on hot summer afternoons. It's a little more tame.
Who the fuck wrote that?
Little.
I know who wrote that
The
one.
red guy.
Don't say anything.
You know what I got out of that? Whoever wrote that only wants to bang his wife after she goes for like an hour-long jog and she's ripe.
Ripe.
Ripe is the
Good.
best word. Oh my god.
Ripe.
Honey, let's do it. No, you got to go for a jog.
I knew this was going to be difficult.
All right, Jeff Woods, story number 4.
Story number 4. We spent most of the night talking and drinking. I reached a point where I thought it was a good idea to sign off. Sarah stood in my way. She put one hand on my chest, the other she used to grab my belt. She pushed me towards the back of the camper. She was much smaller than me, but it didn't take her much effort to get me on the bed. She smelled like homemade wine and cigarettes.
Delicious.
I was young, drunk, but hyper aware of what was about to go down. I mumbled something about her husband catching us, which did nothing to slow her down.
Camper? Pushed her to the back of the fucking camper.
You smell those wine and cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
I love it. That's the best line.
All right, Bonzi.
Okay, here's what I got. Story
Okay.
number 1. I'm going to go with Jeff. No? Okay. Let's see if I get any of this right. Story number 2 is chicken wing sauce and all that nonsense. It's got to be Locke, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
number 3 is James.
You're really good at this.
Number 3 is
No.
James.
No, and I got number 4 at Dean.
Are you fucking serious?
No,
I'm not
you
that
got everyone
ridiculous.
wrong.
I think Deans and Lockers are kind of like down the same road and could have gone
Juvenile.
either way.
So I
Stupid
went
and juvenile. What's that?
I went
Funny.
over.
Okay, so which one was your favorite? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4?
Oh,
So you had the dictator, and then number 2 you had
The
the
shit.
growler on deck.
the growler on deck, and I go first. That wins for me.
Growler on deck one's for you. No, so story number 2 is the best one.
Story number 2 is the best.
Growler on deck. Dino.
No way.
Come on.
Dude, that was
This
an
guy
awesome
would have
story.
picked camper.